Hello everyone, this is Jennifer. In this video we're going to look into the creation of a new company under Tally. So how do you basically create a new company in the Tally? So you open your Tally software by double clicking on the Tally icon. If you're opening Tally ERP9 first time after installation, you'll be landed to a menu called the Company Information menu. If you're in Gateway of Tally, then you need to press Alt plus F3 to get to that menu. Then you need to select a company option in the menu and press the enter key. So the screen displayed in front of you will be the company creation screen. So in that you need to type the name of the company, address, the financial year from which it begins, and all other details asked by the creation screen. And once you finish that, you need to press the enter key and finally approve it by telling yes or no to save it. So to save and create company, do press enter key, then press Y key or click on Y. Yes, the program will create the company. So basic currency information. So the lower portion of the company information screen is reserved for the basic currency information. So the Tally is a multiple currency enabled. So you can record transaction in any currencies, either in foreign currencies, dollars, or in rupees, and it can also maintain bank accounts or ledgers in the foreign exchange if required. So however, for accounts to be meaningfully reported, all transaction will be converted into a common currency. So you need to have your base currency information, whether which currency you are using. Then what is your base currency symbol? So give the symbol of the currency, whether it is rupees, dollar, or whatever it is. So you need to give the symbol of the currency and the formal name. So the full name of the currency, that is Indian rupees, sterling, pounds, US dollars, etc. And the number of decimal places, give the number of decimal places for the base currency. So most currency will have two, so Indian rupees or US dollars, but some will have only one. So is symbol suffices to amounts? It specifies whether the symbol after the amount, so 5,000 yen or rupees 5,000, should that currency's base symbol should it come next to the amounts, and also show amounts to millions. It is possible only if multi-currency is enabled in F11, that is in your accounting feature. Put space between amounts and groups, so that also you need to specify. And symbol for decimal, enter the symbol for decimal points. So all this information will be provided in your base currency, which is this screen which will appear. So moving on to the next one, Ascii code, symbol, formal name. So these are the short form codes and the symbols which you can use, which has this formal name. So for a currency you can use this one, for a euro this one, and for a pound this one. So you can use all these as a shortcut keys. So the features of Tally F11. So the Tally F11 basically has three features. One is your accounting feature, the second one is your inventory feature, and the third one is a statutory and taxation feature. So the accounting feature screen looks like this. Okay, so what all does the accounting feature screen has? So basically it has concepts like general, outstanding management, cost or profit center management, and the invoicing, and budget and scenarios management, banking features, other features. So we'll look into each one. Integrate accounts and inventory. So this option has a significant effect on the balance sheet and the profit and loss account. If set to S, it basically extracts the inventory or the stock balances. Then we move on to the income and expenses balances. So it basically generally used for the non-trading accounts, and also the income and expenditure statement is used for non-trading account. The profit and loss account is used for the trading account. So allow multiple currency. So if you want to allow multiple currency, then you can click on S. The outstanding management, maintain bill wise details. So by activating these features, it will maintain bill wise details. Like example, the ledger accounts for sundry debtors, sundry creditors, etc. will automatically be displayed. The next is activate interest calculation. So it calculates interest automatically based on the interest rate and style of calculation specified. So which interest rate you want to calculate. Moving on to the next option, which is cost or profit center management. Maintain payroll. So if you type S, it will maintain the payroll of the company information. Or if you don't want it, you can tell a no. Mostly people will tell an S. So maintain cost centers. When only cost or expenses are allocated to centers, these are referred to as cost centers. So if you want to activate it, you can type an S. So more than one cost center. If you want more than one cost center, you can activate this option. So invoicing, allow invoicing. So what do you mean by invoicing? Your bills. So set this option to S to create sales and purchase vouchers. And if you want to enter purchases in invoice mode, then you can enter this option for the purchases. So use a credit or debit note. So this voucher is added to record the purchases or purchase returns or sales returns or receivables, etc. Moving on to the budget and scenarios management. Maintain budget and control. If you want to have the future budgeted to be maintained, then you can click this option. Use reversing journals and optional vouchers. This feature is basically used to get optional for making other transaction as optional. So next we have the banking features. If you want anything related to your banking feature options, then you can have if you want a check to be printed, then you can enable that option. Then if you have transactions type to be altered, then you can enable this. Or if you want to set or alter your banking features, you can enable this. Or if you want to set or alter your post dated transaction features, whether that needs to be updated or not, you can enable this option. So the other features is enable zero value transactions, maintain multiple mailing details for companies and ledgers, enable the company logo and mark change vouchers. So the inventory features. So if you look into the inventory features, the inventory screen would look exactly like this. So under inventory features, we have the storage and classification. Under that we have maintain multiple go downs. If you want to maintain multiple go down activities, then you can create that. And maintain stock categories. For example, if you're dealing with different companies that sell floppy disks, such as, then you can maintain this category in order to maintain stock categories. Maintain batch wise details in order to show the expiry date of the products. Use different actual and billed quantity if you want to specify quantities that needs to be delivered. Moving on to your order processing, it allows purchase or sales order, which acts as authentication for the orders placed with the suppliers and orders received from the customers. The third one is your invoicing. It separate discount column on invoices if discounts are to be made and discounts are to be calculated. So this all makes the option much more easier for it to be easily shown. So you don't need to manually do it. Automatically it will be done if you activate such options. So sales management, if you want different price levels to be activated, then you can enable this feature. Then you have other features like maintain relationship for delivery notes, then record rejection of goods separately, then record transfer of items, record credit notes, etc. Your third option is statutory and taxation options. This is how a statutory and taxation option will be enabled. So under that you have enable goods and service tax, value added tax, service tax, tax deduction at source, tax collected at source. So if you want to activate all these options, it will be activated, and when you're creating a financial statement, all these options will be created, and it will automatically set your financial statement much more standardized way. Thank you everyone.